kuto-operate moja, mizigo yetu haiwezi kwenda.
The effects of TAZARA not operating include the cargo not being transported, salaries being delayed, taxes are not being collected, neighboring countries are having challenges because they cannot use the railway, but also our roads are destroyed. If we had a functional TAZARA, these challenges would be reduced. As we speak, ever since President Samia came to power, the capacity of our ports have improved.
To kick off the project, the Tanzanian government has set aside more than 2,500 million shillings.
Imetoa fedha za kutengeneza njia mbili za reli na mzani mmoja wa kupimia mabehewa.
The government has provided funds for the construction of 2 railway lines and 1 modern scale for weighing wagons, and because this railway is at the border, the government has also provided funds for a scanner so that things that are security threats do not cross the border.
Traders, citizens, and various stakeholders expect TAZARA Railway to return to its full operational potentials.
In the past of our station, used to transport goods, especially crops, to neighboring countries, but now I think TAZARA is going to be revolutionized.
Passengers at the Bukoba Airport in Kagera region have congratulated the government for improving the airport, making it one of the leading airports in terms of the number of passengers in the country, especially during the end of the year holidays. Here's the report by Charles Mobea, read by Faithangaga.
According to the 2022-2023 Tanzania Civil Aviation Authority statistics, the months of November, December, and January, every year the airport receives more than 55,000 passengers. The passengers at the airport do not hesitate to express their satisfaction due to the improvements reached, changing the airport's outlook.
Usipotembea huwezi kuona kile ambacho serikali inafanya.
If you don't travel, you can't see what the government is doing. I'm mesmerized by how beautiful this Bukoba airport is. I congratulate the government for the good work it is doing.
Nimeona kwa mfano sehemu ya kucheki usalama wa mizigo.
Now there are 2 baggage checkpoints, so that is a huge improvement. This resembles the Dar es Salaam airport.
The Bukoba airport manager, Cecilia Kamwela, says the airport has attracted more of passengers since the government started to carry out major renovations in 2008. The government started doing major renovations, including the lengthening of the runway and takeoff area, also aircraft parking, aircraft entry and exit point at tarmac level. Apart from thanking the government for the renovation work conducted, the Kagera Regional Commissioner, Hajat Fatma Mwasa, put forward other requests from the Kagera residents. If you look at the climate of Kagera and the natural vegetation, we can conduct horticulture business. If we have cargo planes, then that business will be much easier.
Tanzania and South Korea have signed a sewage treatment contract which aims to conserve the environment and boost the ever-increasing water demand, especially in the urban areas. Antonia Kivaria has more details.
Speaking in Dar es Salaam, the Dar es Salaam Water Supply and Sanitation Authority, DAWASA acting CEO, Engineer William Kama, says that the move will boost the water supply, highlighting that the water demand in Dar es Salaam is expected to increase by more than 2.1 billion liters by 2050, making the project of paramount importance.
The success we have achieved is due to the good cooperation with South Korea, and this has contributed to being able to create a good environment for investment. And among the investments is $18 million in the Smart Water Management System project.
Furthermore, the Minister of Water, Juma Aweso, praises Tanzania and South Korea cardinal ties which have led to the support, which will help in conserving the environment, but also boost the ever-increasing water demand, especially in urban areas.
The sewage treatment system Dar es Salaam officials started in 2019 after consulting engineer from Korea, Dowa Engineering Limited, entered into a contract with DAWASA to conduct a feasibility study and design Dar es Salaam, which was the first phase, and the second phase was to get the funds.
On the other hand, the ambassador of South Korea to Tanzania, In Jong-un, says that the project will play a key role in protecting public health, safeguarding the environment, and conserving water through the reuse potential, and project kicks off in Dar es Salaam, Pemba, Unguja, and Iringa regions.
And once it is constructed in about 3 years, it will be able to process about 25,000 cubic meters of water daily. And the wastewater channel will be about 52 kilometers long, running through the districts in Dar es Salaam. This project will be a great improvement to the water and sanitation infrastructure in Dar es Salaam, enhancing the sanitary environment for the livelihoods of the citizens of Dar es Salaam. Furthermore, this will help Dar es Salaam to maintain non-polluted coastlines and waters, making it an even more attractive destination for tourists.
Antonia Kivaria, TVC News.
The government has allocated more than 20 billion shillings for the construction of the strategic Malagarasi Bridge in Kigoma region, which had been damaged following the Lake Tanganyika water increase, disrupting residents' daily economic activities. Speaking after the meeting involving the Regional Road Board, the Tanzania National Roads Agency, TANROADS, manager in the Kigoma region, Engineer Narcis Choma, says the initial steps have been taken to secure a contractor who is contracted for the construction.
We have directed all of these funds to build the Malagarasi Bridge, where last year the rise of water level in Lake Tanganyika made it possible to cross the bridge. So now we are in the process of finding a contractor and consultant contractor.
On the other hand, the Kigoma Regional Commissioner, Tobias Andengenye, directs TANROADS and Tarura to ensure that they properly manage the funds allocated for the project so as it brings positive results to the people, while some of the board members commending the move.
We as managers have a responsibility to support the president so that these project funds bring fruit and positive results that will bring development.
Ukilinganisha muda uliopita, miaka iliyopita na sasa, kuna utofauti mkubwa sana.
If you compare the past years and now, there are drastic changes in infrastructure.
Gold continues to play a pivotal role in the country's economy and the global financial systems. Recently, the Deputy Minister of Minerals, Stephen Kiruswa, spoke to TBC News outlining key insights into the state of the gold market based on both domestic and global trends, as well as the government's strategic efforts to enhance the sector.
Gold, is our primary export in terms of exportation of mineral resources in the country. 80% of mineral export is from gold. And the good thing about gold in the past several months now, going to a year, the price has been going up. It has been really going up to 241, 42,000 shillings per gram. We have a lot of gold in this country. We have most of the gold mining being done by small-scale, mid-scale, and large-scale miners. And the gold is regulated price-wise globally, so it's one of the very predictable minerals that when you have it, you don't have to struggle on how much I should sell it for. We have the indicative price that the government provides for people who are selling domestically, and we have international price that the global market has already prescribed for somebody who wants to sell outside of the country. So it's very well regulated. Gold is very well regulated.
Furthermore, Kiruswa emphasized the government's ongoing efforts to strengthen Tanzania's gold market, including increasing the country's gold holdings to safeguard against future economic uncertainties.
We came to deciding how much the central bank can buy and reserve. They agreed that every year they will reserve 6 tons of refined gold. And we have also been able to find the refineries that are around the country who can process the gold to that quality of 99.99%. And we have one in Mwanza, one in Geita, one in Dar es Salaam, and one in Dodoma. And all of them are partially accredited because they are able to produce the refined gold. And our next step is to get them to be registered with Bullion, which is the UK controlled market for gold, a certified gold, which is monetary gold, which we, as the Central Bank of Tanzania and the government of Tanzania, are also able now to save our refined gold there. So we have come a long way, 6 tons every year, but the central bank is already buying gold non-stop. And the government has put a requirement that every gold producer in the country must leave 20% of their gold that they would have sold out of the country for the domestic market, and the buyer is the Central Bank of Tanzania. So that's how serious we are, and I think we are going to have a lot of gold reserve in the near future.
The host partner of Africa Youth in Tourism Summit, Havar Bulk, says Tanzania plays a key role in advancing the global tourism sector due to the presence of numerous incredible tourist attractions. Speaking to TBC News, Havar Bulk urged young tourism innovators in Tanzania to maximize the summit, which is to be held in Kenya, being the first time to be held in East Africa region, so as to boost investments in the sector and the national income at large. Peter Mganga has more.
Tourism contributes around 17% to Tanzanians' GDP. The Tanzania National Business Council, TNBC, forecast that tourism's share of GDP will reach 19.5% in 2025-2026. Here, the host partner of Africa Youth in Tourism Summit urges young people in Tanzania to pitch their innovative ideas associated with the tourism sector as part of participating in Africa Youth in Tourism Challenge 2025.
We are very happy that for the 2025 summit, we will be able to host many more Tanzanian entrepreneurs than in previous years, because but there have been some, but obviously the distance, for instance, the previous summit was in Namibia, and obviously the distance is always a challenge for an entrepreneur or for a startup founder with limited budgets. So in 2025, we look forward to welcoming many Tanzanian entrepreneurs and innovators with the opportunity to showcase the beauty and the thrill of Tanzania and Tanzania as a tourism destination.
Youth who are running tourism-related innovative solution-driven projects are invited to submit their projects for review, while the winner of the challenge will be awarded with prize worth $1,000. And finalists will be enrolled in the Africa Tourism Innovation Hub. Peter Mganga, TBC News.
The Executive Director of the Moshi Urban Water Supply and Sanitation Authority, MWASA Engineer Kija Limbe, says the installation of prepaid water meters has increased monthly collections from an average of 1.0 billion for the year 2023-2024 to 1.3 billion for the year 2024-2025. He made the remarks following the implementation of President Samia Suluhu Hassan's directive to the Ministry of Water to install prepaid water meters across the country to address the concerns raised by consumers.
Lile eneo walikuwa napata bili kubwa sana za maji.
In the past, people in that area used to get high water bills due to some reasons. After installing prepaid meters, people are using the water in high discipline.
The installation of prepaid water meters has also helped various government units and institutions to reduce utility bills. Many falls following water consumption discipline and an increase in transparent and efficient water billing practices. In case you missed any of our stories, remember you can always go to our YouTube channel, TBC Online, and watch anytime, anywhere. Before concluding the local news, let's take a look at our today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Time now for sports news. And in sports news, Magnet Youth Academy Chairman Ntuntufie Mwambusi calls on the government to improve the youth training center stadiums so that they can be used to develop their talents and skills as the country prepares for the African Cup of Nations, AFCON 2027. Speaking after closing the Youth International Competition for players aged 7 to 17, Mwambusi says youth football stadiums have been a challenge, calling on the government to help solve the problem while the participating youth players revealing how competitive the competition was.
One of the challenges that we had was more about most of the field that we targeted to use for the tournament have been taken for the upgrading for the AFCON 2027 and CHAN. So we missed some of the beautiful grounds that we could have made this tournament more vibrant, and making more premium. So we are pretty sure coming next year, most of those grounds will be better. And, most of these other teams will be so much excited to come on this side.
About training these boys, their best abilities. Junior football is about patience. It's not about winning, but giving the boys the right training and exposure.
Chance final, and we worked hard as a team so that we can win this game.
They all had their objective. For example, Kigoma, the objective was to win the cup, and as we have seen it, they have won in the finals.
Zimbabwe's under-17 won the championship after defeating the Tanzania Magnet Youth Academy team on penalty kicks after the final matching ending in a draw. French Embassy in Tanzania have sponsored girls rugby training so as to promote the game amongst women in the country. Speaking to the TBC News, the rugby coach and French international school teachers, Charles Van Hussey, says the trainings aim at enabling the girls master the game, which will open many economic opportunities for the girls.
Rugby is a tool of empowerment for kids, but also for women. Those kids, they come from like neighborhoods, someone from Sasani, from Ukonga, Kigamboni, even Magomeni. So it's to give them a chance to play another game than just football. Football is already full, like it's played everywhere and stuff, and it's also a different game because when you learn rugby is very physical.
So in rugby, it's like wrestling, you put them on the floor. Then also I love running. You can do that in football, but I'm not very good with my feet. So I'm more physical than good at, yeah. So I just prefer rugby.
Well, that is sports news. And now, before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at our weather update for the next 24 hours.
Hello, this is 24 hours of the forecast from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. Starting from tonight, 9 p.m. Wind is expected to flow at the speed of 20 kilometers per hour over Lake Victoria, Lake Tanganyika, and Lake Nyasa. And the state of the lake is expected to be slight. For the entire coast, wind is expected to flow at the speed of 20 kilometers per hour. And the state of the sea is expected to be slight. And we expect chance of rainfall over some areas of Lake Victoria Basin, western part of the country, and the entire coast. And now let us see of the weather details. And this is what we expect for tonight. For Lake Victoria Basin and western part of the country, we expect partly cloud condition and thunderstorms over a few areas. For southwestern highland, southern region, and the entire coast, we expect partly cloud condition, rain showers over a few areas. For central part of the country and northeastern highlands, we expect partly cloud condition, light rain showers over a few areas. And now let us see of what we expect for tomorrow. For Lake Victoria Basin, western parts of the country, southwestern highland, and southern region, we expect partly cloud condition, thunder showers over a few areas, and sun periods. And for the entire coast, we expect partly cloud condition, rain showers over a few areas, and sun periods. For central parts of the country and northeastern highlands, we expect partly cloud condition, light rain showers over a few areas, and sun periods. And now let us take a look of the next 4 days weather forecast. Dar es Salaam, we expect light rain and sun periods. Dodoma, we expect light rain, thunder showers, rain showers, and sun periods. From Mbeya region, we expect rain showers, light rain, thunder showers, and sun periods. For Mwanza, we expect thunder showers. Kilimanjaro, we expect rain showers and thunder showers. Morogoro, we expect light rain and sun periods. Arusha, we expect rain showers and thunder showers. And that's all for today. Make sure to catch up again tomorrow. From Tanzania Meteorological Authority, my name is Mariam Faris. Bye-bye.
And that marks the end of our news bulletin for tonight. Don't miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I'm Agnes Tuniga. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.
TBC1, ukweli na uhakika.
Busokelo ni miongoni mwa halmashauri mpya iliyoanzishwa na serikali mwaka 2012 kwa lengo la kusogeza huduma kwa jamii. Halmashauri hii ipo ndani ya wilaya ya Rungwe ambayo ni moja ya wilaya 7 zinazounda mkoa wa Mbeya. Katika kupambana na maadui watatu wa nchi kama alivyowaita baba wa taifa, rais wa kwanza wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, yaani ujinga, maradhi na umasikini, halmashauri wananchi kwa kushirikiana na serikali kuu wanahakikisha maadui hao hawapati nafasi hapa. Mtazamaji, katika makala yetu leo tunajikita kutizama maendeleo katika sekta ya afya, miundombinu na elimu katika halmashauri ya wilaya ya Busokelo iliyoko mkoani Mbeya. Karibu na nikusii uambatane nami mwanzo hadi tamati. Mwandaaji na msimulizi wako ni mimi Adolf Mbata. Afya ni msingi wa maisha. Hauwezi kufanya kazi kwa ufanisi kama afya yako imezorota. Wakazi wa kata ya Mpombo, halmashauri ya wilaya ya Busokelo, ni miongoni mwa jamii iliyochoka kutembea umbali mrefu kufuata huduma za afya. Hivyo, kwa nguvu zao, wanaamua kuanza kujenga zahanati ya Ijoka, na serikali ikatoa zaidi ya shilingi milioni 500 kwa ajili ya kumalizia ujenzi, na hivi sasa wananchi wanapata huduma.
Ninashukuru serikali kwa kutujengea zahanati ya Ijoka, maana zamani tulikuwa tunasumbuka sana. Hata ukiwa mjamzito unasumbuka, tunaenda kuzalia mbali Kandete, lakini barabara tena zilikuwa mbaya. Hivyo tunaishukuru serikali kwa kutuletea zahanati hapa karibu.
Maana zamani ilikuwa ngumu sana, tulikuwa tunaenda kupima kliniki mbali, tunatumia gharama kubwa. Ili sasa tunamshukuru Mheshimiwa Rais Samia kwa kutuwezesha kujenga jengo hili. Kwa huduma ya hapa na ni nzuri.
Tunashukuru kwa kutujengea hii zahanati. Maana tulikuwa tunasumbuka huko Makandana, lakini kwa sasa tunapata huduma.
Matarajio ya wananchi wetu Ijoka kutoka kwetu sisi watumishi wao ni pamoja na kuwahudumia, tofauti na zamani ambapo walikuwa wanafuata huduma za matibabu mbali na eneo husika. Kuna Kandete ambako walikuwa wanalazimika watumie zaidi ya kilomita 7 kwenda na kurudi, ni kama kilomita 14. Kwa sasa